I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's the Pac-Man. How intimidating would it be? Up against them, sellout. From
this back.
Usually you don't need a weather. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Right hook is finding its target. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter punch. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny skies.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive then. Well done with that counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you gotta believe he can't. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret. Let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
punching. And he scores with the counter. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. So much firepower here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punch. The perfect counter lands. You don't want to trade shots. He misses with that straight left. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seems... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot, a pickpocketer.
Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
There's a counter shot. And this with that jab. Perfect punch. 10 seconds to go, and what? Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Tom. What a shot. They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Big deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe.
On to the 5th we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Punch caught him clean. Catch and shoot. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How about that time counter shot? This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire, refight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Trying to land that jab. Through the straight left, but it won't score. A perfect counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt.
Terrible round that is.
This is the beginning of round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe what we're seeing? The bravery being shown here is just incredible. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to...
Let's go out there and let's reset.
Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it.
I can't believe it. They are giving up. So there you have it. It is official now, and that